Okay. Good. A light. Let's do chat. There you go. So what's the weather saying for tomorrow? What's the weather saying for tomorrow? Same rain. What's the percentage? For today it was supposed to be 60%. Yeah, it didn't rain early, but it's going to start raining later. No, maybe it's going to rain tonight. Wait, 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. We have what happens in the fall. I don't know, man. What's going on in Nepal? I haven't checked the news aside from China invading, I guess. What's new in Nepal? Altar said hi. Hello, Altar. From the Philippines. That's nice, man. Uh, Thank you for joining us. Oh, we got 22 likes. 22 people. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Hello guys, please like and subscribe. Hello.
Oh, the first one? I guess we got some people couldn't time up for the first. Uh, hola. Hola, Alter. ¿Hablas español? Because I don't know what are you talking about. What's going on in Nepal, man? I don't. I didn't watch the news today. I read about um, the earthquake that was in Afghanistan, I think. I forgot which country. Hola, 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 man. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo dices? ¿Qué haces? ¿Desde dónde nos escribes? ¿Hablas español? This is where are you from? I am from Mexico, man. Mexico. It's in America. It's just a little bit south of the U.S. I know that many people don't know where Mexico is, but it's because we're on the other side of the planet.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, guys, can you please like and subscribe our little channel? I hope you guys like our little videos that we're posting every day. Um, what about you, man? Are you really in the Philippines, or are you Filipino in another country, or foreigner here in the U.S.? I mean, in the Philippines. Uh, well, welcome to the Philippines. What does that mean? Simbahan.
Simbahan is church.
Oh, the church. All right, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm here. I've been here in the Philippines for almost 6 months. Um, I serve every day.
Is this Nathan?
Yep. No, that's not the. That's the. What's that coach for the soccer team? Although I know he looks a
No, it's
lot.
like Nathan.
He looks a lot, but no, he's very loved in them because he was the one who brought the team to the first league and then made him champions 2 years, like two tournaments in a row. And actually, was the first. The first, no, the second team to make it for many years. But yeah, he's very loved in Leon. Um, that side is always posting things like that, remembering because right now they're not doing so well. Um, so man, where in the Philippines are you?
Hello, 29 people. Please
Uh,
like and subscribe.
yes, guys. Thank you for being here. Can you please like and subscribe? Help us to grow this little channel. And I hope you guys like our little videos that we're posting. Uh, what's that, baby? You need the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen, man. Uh, so where in the Philippines are you? And are you USA? I believe so too, man. Like you need to do that. Kalapan often says Nepal faces chaos as protests over corruption and social media, bans revealing the people resign, parliament burns, and creditors are imposed. Uh, is it Nepal or Indonesia, man? Because I think it was Indonesia, the one with those problems. I don't know if it's expanding, because I heard that some other countries are doing kind of wanting to do the same thing. Um, it's is there Albuquerque here, no? This and Bohol?
What's that?
Albuquerque. Um, there's an Albuquerque in New Mexico in the U.S. I didn't know there was one here. Um, yeah, but if this, well, there's I know there's a Mexico here in the Philippines, but there's not many Mexicans there. Um, I wish it was a colony of Mexico, but you showed me that picture. What are you gonna do with that picture? You gonna make it talk, dance? What's your favorite football team? Um, well, I have like many fans. It's got like one favorite football team in different leagues. The ones that I follow, obviously from Mexico. I also follow the one in the U.S., the MLS. I follow Spain, the one in Spain, the Spanish league. I follow the English league. A little bit about the Italian league. Not so much about the French because there's not that many. Well, there's many. It's not as high as the competition is not as well known as the Spanish and the English league, and especially the Italian league. Those are top leagues. But if it's I have like one team in every league. For Mexico, where I'm from Leon, and that's my team. Right now, they're not going so good. Um, in the Spanish league, it's Barcelona, and for
Me
the
gusta Ronaldo.
my wife likes Ronaldo. I don't know why. It says
50-50. You
my
said
real name is Michael, and what? Some kind of grade four solid. So Messi or Ronaldo? Man, obviously I gotta go with Messi because Messi is from America. Ronaldo's European, and both of them are good, but I gotta go with Messi. Um, yeah, Ronaldo too. I know my wife, she likes Ronaldo too, but he has won the the Euro Cup, but uh, Messi had a World Cup already, and that's a bigger tournament to win, and it's not easy. I mean, he was trying so hard for many years. I don't know how much you know about football, but if you're a big football fan, you will know that Messi was due to win one. And people are going to argue, oh, the FIFA gave it to them, to Argentina, but no, no. They earned it. And if you watch that World Cup, France didn't make it easy on Argentina. It was a very tough game that they played on the final, so I don't think there was anything fishy or anything. No, that's crazy. Argentina won it fair and square. Um, Says, do you have football team in the Philippines? I watch some of the national team, but sadly, Filipinos don't like football so much. So it's a sport that is not so popular here, and they don't follow it. And same thing, they don't. I have not watched because I mean I never follow the Asian Federation on this side, so I don't. I have never watched Philippines ever going to a World Cup or a big tournament, and for that same reason because Filipinos is not a big uh, sport for them. So it's yet to happen because the U.S. was like that many years ago. I remember they were not big fans of football back then, and right now it's catching on. It's catching on because of the league, because they've seen how football is a big sport around the world, and hopefully someday it's gonna happen here in the Philippines too. But who knows? Maybe I don't know yet. Uh, it says, I'm a sub and like little bro. All right, thank you, man. Thank you for the subscription, and I hope you like our videos. Yeah, Messi is not human. He's an alien. I like Ronaldo because he's role model for everyone. Uh, Well, in that term, when it comes to that comparison, I think both of them. Both of them are really cool people. I've watched them. They have never gotten into trouble like other football stars that they do that certain things that they shouldn't be doing. But you have never seen either Ronaldo or Messi get into any kind of thing like that, and they both are very focused on their careers and family, and I mean, both of them are good. Oh, shoot, my wife is blinding me right now with lights. Uh, what is the famous sports in the Philippines? Oh man, and that's so obvious. For them is basketball. They love basketball. One, two, three. Why are you taking so? I don't know my wife. She loves taking pictures of me. Um, yeah, for Filipinos, it's basketball because you are gonna find a basketball court in almost every place, and then there's always Filipinos playing it. They love basketball. I think that's the number one sport for them. Second, I'm gonna say volleyball. They like volleyball. They like what else do they like?
Badminton.
Badminton. Oh yes, badminton is another sport that they kind of like. Um, and and others, I'm not so sure that there's other sports that are kind of um, that they follow other than that. Oh, boxing. Yeah, boxing too. They love boxing, and I think it's because of Manny Pacquiao. um, hello, I am Pakistani. And you, hello, Mr. Hasmain. How do you say it, man? Um, welcome. Thank you for subscribing and I mean for joining us. I am Mexican man. I am here in the Philippines right now with my wife. She's from here, the Philippines, but I came here from Mexico, and it's quite far from here. Uh, this is Pakistan. Don't play too much. I am Indian. What about in India, man? What is their favorite sport over there? Uh, because same thing. I've never watched India play any big tournament as far as football. What's the most famous uh, sport for them? Good, and I am fine. Thank you, man, for being here. And if you don't mind, can you please like and subscribe? Help us with a little bit subscription. But we're without wanting it. We're talking sports, and sure, why not? I mean, for me, my favorite sport has always been football, man. I used to play it since I was young, um, until like my I think my legs could play because that's the issue with football. And you see it in the professional players too. Like you end up, it's a tough sport. You gotta run, you gotta be fit, you gotta, and your legs. Oh man, it's you take a lot of beating on them, and, and yeah, injuries always happen whether you want it or not. You can be playing safe, but it's never safe. And but you love the game and you keep playing. And sometimes, and especially when you're young, you don't care how much it hurts. You keep playing it. Well, for me, it was like sometimes I will be injured and I will wanna be playing. And even sick, sometimes I would be sick and I still wanted to play. Uh, I was that much into football, and it's not just me. It's a big um, sport for a lot of countries, and except here in the Philippines. But it's okay. Like at my age, I'm already done playing football. I only enjoy watching it and following it, and see uh, some games here and there, but it's hard to keep up because there's many leagues, tournaments around the world, and from here, sometimes you don't get all the news. So I sometimes I gotta look them up online and watch just previews or something like that. But I'm still watching it. Um, in India, most of them plays cricket. The famous sports in India is cricket, but in my state is football. All right. Do you play football? Which position do you play in football? I'm a defense man, either last man or sometimes I will play wing, but I mean, but not. I enjoy last man like the last. That's why I got so many injuries because I used to have that saying it's either the ball or the man, but not both of them together. I will not let them pass together. Okay, what's wrong? You want to rest? Oh, you're a keeper. Oh, that's nice, man. That's a very important position because any team, um, if you don't have a nice keeper, a safe and responsible keeper, you're never gonna win anything. That I can tell you. After so many years in it, you could have a very offensive team, and yeah, but sometimes you're faced against a team that is good at playing defense, and they will not let you score. But it only takes one time for them to score on you, you're done. And I've experienced it. That sometimes you will have such an amazing thing, and the team will just collapse on just one play. Um, Mr. Oh no, Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Welcome. Thank you for saying hi and joining us. Uh, yeah, it's difficult, bro. Yeah, man, and then when you messed up, like that position of yours, and also mine too. Sometimes if you messed up, your teammates will be all over you. Like, how can you do that? And not, you know, you had so many options to do this and that, and you messed up real bad. And so you need to be almost perfect. But sometimes there you have bad days, and that uh, makes it worse. That you screw up in one little play and it's all over. Catherine says, "I'm gonna play a match today." Catherine, do you play football, or what are you playing? So, who is your favorite offender? Um, Currently, uh, shit. Um, I got so many, but the one that I really love watching right now um, is gonna have to be. There's Let me make one choice. I think Holland, man. He's such a powerful player. He can just he gets the ball, and if he's playing 100%, he will be gone. You cannot stop that guy. He doesn't matter what he's got, like many talents. He can score from out of the box, inside. He's one guy that, well, he has some bad days. I've seen him that he just disappears out of the game, or he's not connected with the team. But all the times, like most of the times, he will just score, and then not just once. Whenever have you seen him when he scores? It's not just one or two goals, three, four. So yeah, he's another Ronaldo in line. Um, Mbappe, I know most people give him too much credit, but I mean the kid is well, he's not a kid anymore, but uh, yeah, he's got the talent. But lately, he's been going into things out of the field and not focus on playing anymore so well. But that's another story. But for me, Holland, I think that's the guy that is worth watching. How old are you, man? 99? No, man, I'm not that old yet. uh, so, uh, and what position did you play? Katrine, sorry. Um, like my friend here, apparently he plays goalie. I used to play defense. Sometimes I would play, but later in my years I was playing midfield uh, because I felt confident to play midfield. But same thing, midfield you gotta run a lot, um, and then I did like playing midfield, but I always it was just out of curiosity how to. But you need to be very well fit to play midfield, and sometimes, especially when you get older, you don't run so much as when you're younger. I should have done it earlier, but no, I like them most of whatever I played. Everybody was like, his defense, and even my brother. Oh man, I don't know, my brother. He was so talented. Let me tell you about that. And people who know him, he was talented. He had some talent. Too bad he never made it. He didn't want to make it actually. If he had, he probably would have been professional because he had talent. Many people knew that he could, you know, uh, score on you in a second. Like, oh man, I remember when he played, and yeah, he was talented. No, I mean, I was just was good at kicking people. But that's it, and but he had everything. And still does, but he's a little bit older now. And he still plays, but not as much as before. This is I'm on my way to a match right now. All right, Catherine, thank you for joining us, and if you can like and subscribe, and then whenever you want to join us and chat a little bit. But uh, thank you for being here. Um, so yeah, man. When it comes to football, uh, it's a passion. You know, not anymore for me, but back then I was so much into it. I was playing 3 to 4 teams, and same thing with my brother. We will play together and we'll go everywhere. Uh, and then the we I don't know why, but we will never get tired of playing. Sometimes 3 games in a day because we will play in the weekends on different times, like one game in the morning, another in the afternoon, and one in the night. And yeah, maybe we, but still, like they will let us play. Like oh, they wanted us playing because maybe I don't know if they just needed players or what. But they says, and sometimes we'll be so tired on the last game and still we'll play the whole game in. And it's at the end of the day, the legs are just so tired, but still, like it was such a passion for us to keep playing. Um, but yeah, man, that was a long time ago. Now I'm just enjoy watching it. And not so much. I do follow them, um, and right now I'm watching the qualifiers for the World Cup because it's gonna be interesting how it's gonna play out with the new format. Um, I don't know. Even the last World Cup, people were complaining that some of the matches were not that exciting, and making it putting more countries into the tournament is gonna create that. And then aside from that, there's not gonna be a lot of people in the stadiums. But I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be fun. Maybe it's not. And they wanna give more exposure to other countries. So who knows if it's gonna work or not. But the other thing too that it's gonna be 3 countries hosting it, and for some teams they might complain about the traveling because some of them are going to play in Mexico, others in Canada, and then the majority of games are going to be in the U.S. And still, U.S. is so big, so traveling back and forth and by the teams that make it to the second round, they're going to have such a little time to prepare for the next game, and then if they have to travel a lot, there are always issues on that. But it's gonna be interesting. That's what I can think um, to watch. Maybe it's gonna be a big hit. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But am I happy that Mexico is gonna be already in the tournament because it's hosting? Uh, yes and no. Yes, because who wouldn't like to be already in the tournament? The other thing is that you need to play for the qualifiers, and that makes the team stronger. You arrive to the World Cup well defined and played. But if you're just waiting your opportunity, that might not work. That might not help. Even if you play friendlies don't they they really help teams to get better or something. It's the competition that makes them better. So if they're not playing for something, not until the World Cup, who knows how they're going. And I've seen the Mexican team right now struggling, and my hopes are not so much that if they make it the first leg, like out of the group, I'll be happy with that because that's what I'm sorry to say it, but that's what the national team is always gotten to the fans used to it. That we just make it out of the group, and then that's it. The 4 games, that's it. You can go home. Well, yeah, I will say, man. Maybe because it's gonna be at home, maybe it's gonna be different, but who knows? I know that usually for the second, and it happens like for the second round, Mexico it's always playing. I don't know if it's luck, it's something they always play uh, difficult thing, but it's the same thing. Only the difficulties make it to the second uh, part of the tournament, and that's where you really need to show that you're good at it. And they cannot even make it for the fifth game just because they're not ready. And I know a lot of Mexicans, if they're even watching me, they're gonna be mad at me for being so down. But that, I mean, from my own experience, I've uh, watched them every 4 years, same thing over and over. And if you ever watched the last World Cup, it was disappointing for Mexicans, not even making it out of the group stage. That's, I don't know. Let's change topic before I start crying. uh, so, what about you guys? What's your favorite team, man? Because I know India sadly never makes it to the World Cup. Oh, Tacos! What's up, Tacos? Welcome in. How are you doing today? Um, is it? We got 3 watchers. Kali, are you there, man, or is it just Tacos? I'm sleepy. uh, why Tacos? Why are you sleepy? What time is it in Minnesota right now? It's like around 7 a.m. Uh, why are you sleepy so late? Or somebody keep you awake? Uh, gotta get my daughter to school. Oh, Tacos. Uh, today's what? Uh, Wednesday, right? Shit, you're barely in the middle of the week. We still got 2 more days to go. I didn't have enough beauty rest. Uh, yeah, that's the issue, man. When once you start getting older, you struggle if you don't sleep so well. And it happened to me the other night. Remember, I stayed late chatting with you guys, and then after we ended the chat, I was working on some videos, and then I was just so into it, I didn't even notice the time. It was late. And the next morning, I woke up and I called my mom, and my mom was like, "What happened to you? Why are your eyes like that?" Oh, because I stay up late, and you know your face doesn't recover so easily anymore. uh, well, yeah, maybe you can get another beauty sleep after you come back, or do you have to go to work after dropping off your daughter? This is my daughter wakes up at 3:30 or 4 a.m. Oh, that's too early, man. Um, and for how long that she goes to school? I know she goes early. Oh, you gotta work. But don't you do it from home? Or is it some days at home and some others you gotta go to the office? Pan says, what is the smallest country in the world? The smallest country in the world is the Vatican. Uh, some days at home. And what about today, Tacos? Do you have to be at home working or you gotta be at the office? Uh, no? Which one is it? Liverland. Is it like Disneyland? Because I know that. Have you heard the issue that happened last year in Florida with Disneyland? Florida wanting um, to close Disneyland, but Disneyland had their own laws, and like it was like their own little country. Maybe it's Disneyland. Uh, it's Bhutan. No, man, I didn't know that. I thought it was the Vatican. Uh, but yeah, they're so small. Like, and where's this country, man? Because teach me right now, because I thought it was the Vatican, honestly. And is it official? Because I heard it was the Vatican. Uh, but tell me the truth. Are you high? No, man. I just look like this. I, here, you cannot get high here in the Philippines. How can you get high? I'm just like this. That's tacos. He knows me. Uh, Crazy how Disney has so much power. Exactly. They did that to Florida, and I know they had a fight with the governor over that. Uh, and all because they said Disney went woke. Um, in Philippines, weed is legal. No, man, it's not legal. So don't even try if you come over here. And I don't recommend it. Actually, I never done it. So uh, maybe by the neighbors, because in the U.S. I used to have neighbors who smoked it a lot, but I never tried it. I never liked it. And yeah, my family can tell you, I don't. I think they just bad frogs. Um, I heard something like that, uh, but I don't. I don't follow the news so much anymore. Uh, but I know that they were in such a fight. It was all over the news last year between uh, the governor and Disneyland because issues. You never try the weed, brother. Tell me the truth. It's, it's 100% true, man. I never done it because let me tell you about my teachings, what my parents taught me. And I'm from back an old time in Mexico where drugs, and it's kind of from what I see here in the Philippines is the same thing. People are terrified and they judge you for doing drugs. And in Mexico back then, it was like that back then. For me, well, when I was from there and I was a kid, and yeah, I had friends in Mexico, little friends. I was young, and they were doing it. But actually, they were such a good friends. They told me never try it, never do it. I'll never do it, and I never did. And even because of my parents, they always taught me to it's not good. And yeah, I was never curious to even try because I don't need it. I'm happy as I am. Um, good. It's actually good. You will try it for one time. Is will put activity in your brain. Uh, no, man. I don't need to be creative. Uh, I don't need to do drugs. And I know of certain things that they also, I know in Mexico and in the US, especially South America right now, they're offering these hallucinic drugs that help you, I don't know, fix your problems. I heard of them, like met people who told me about it, that they make you hallucinate a lot. No thanks. No, I don't want to do that. I'm fine. I get high naturally just with my mind. With my mind, it's enough to deal with. Why would I want to try drugs to see things that they're not there? Um, I'm already a troublemaker. I don't need to act it. See, tacos is like me. We're just naturally fun. We don't need any kind of things like that. So Um, it's not necessary, man. I know a lot of people. They always in the U.S. Everybody right now. There's a lot of people. Where I'm from, where I was living in Arizona, we got legalized recently. I'm not so sure, a few years back. So right now, there's plenty of places open for business that they will sell you marijuana and all these things uh, related to marijuana, and yeah, people are making it so common, to everybody carrying it and using it and for this, for that. But still, I didn't. I don't know if you want to believe me or not, but I didn't, and I'm not curious about it. Like, I'm too old for that already, and I'm gonna die fine like this. I don't need it. So if you do it, good for you, man. Because these I do support from my perspective. Because I know that people with what do you call it, chronic pain and severe pain, is good for them. So I do, maybe if ever that will happen to me when I'm old, maybe I will try for that, but not for recreativity. No, just for it's a painkiller. It does work. I do believe in that, but other than that, just for fun, no, man. I wouldn't do it. But I know that it's good for people who are suffering those kind of things. I will support. I mean, myself or somebody who my family or if they, because it gets to with certain illnesses. I know there's pains that uh, painkillers or other things they will not work, and if that's the only option left for them, and yeah, maybe for that, yes. But other than that, like you say, creativity, no, man. I will let my brain do the work. I'm not gonna make it easy for it. um, this is medicinal purposes is great for cancer patients. Yeah, man, that's what I also support that. For them is it's a must because let me tell you, I lost my grandma to cancer, and I saw the pain people like that go through, and I wouldn't wish it or on anybody. It's something painful, and I wish back then it was legal, but I don't know if my grandma, because same thing, my grandma will never had smoked it and or tried it in different ways, but nowadays, if anybody suffers from that, yeah, if I want to recommend it for that, yes, I could recommend that. I don't mind. I don't have nothing against that. But when it comes to just for fun, I do. Like, well, if you want to do it, be my guest. It's your body. It's your mind. For me, no. I'm still gonna say no. Uh, says no. It's only used for anesthesia. Um, Yeah, man. But the thing is, we um, there's what my mom actually was telling me something yesterday about that, and I told her, Mom, you know, marijuana is kind of like the same with coffee, you know, on the news because she told me, do you know that they were finding out? Let me tell you this, that you're making uh, a good promotion to it. She said that there was this thing that I don't know who was or where she watched it, but she said that that they made this study that found out that people who smoke marijuana, it was it was easy for them to become sterile, like no more kids. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's where I say, Mom, I don't support it. I don't go against it. But marijuana is kind of like in the news, especially in the U.S. They're like coffee. One day the news will tell you, oh, coffee is bad for you because it's got caffeine, it makes you like this or you like that. And the next day you will hear something positive about it, like, oh, if you drink coffee, you will last longer, and then something like that is good for this. Good. So, you know, there's positive things and negative things. So I guess it's all about having a balance on it. If you're gonna do it, just do it carefully. If you don't, you can, because these are another thing that since I was a kid, I'm afraid of this because they said it. They say marijuana is a portal, the first drug that you use just to go to the next ones. So why would I want to even step in front of the portal? You don't do it. Just stay away from it. That's my saying. If you want to do it, you gotta have a good reason to do it. But on the what I say, I mean, everybody's free to do whatever they want, and that's what they say. Like I'm nobody to say what you should do or you shouldn't do. It's up to you. But I mean, when it comes to for me, from my perspective, if, because I experienced it with my grandma, she was having pain when she died from cancer, and I wish back then it was legal. It wasn't. And it wasn't even an option, so she suffered it. And trust me, guys, it's horrible. If you ever had a family member with that disease, it's horrible, and I don't wish it on anyone. It's terrible, and nowadays, they said that marijuana is good for them, but who knows? But yeah, it's whatever works. Because back then it wasn't. It was the medicines that were prescribed to her. It wasn't helping her at all. She was in pain. Um, John is an expert. Good for you, bro. Are you growing that? No, he also legal, brother. Really, I didn't know that marijuana was legal in India, man. Uh, Man, way back in time, people used to spark up a big fight joint on the novenarios de each other. Oh man, yeah. Or have you watched this video? I don't know if it's true or not. I'm still curious. Somebody, it was it's a video of like a mass, and I think it's like from the uh, people giving their comment. It sounded like it was from Spain because the accent. It sounded from Spain. You see these, in Catholic Church how they do this uh, incense, and they were trying it, and somebody put marijuana in that thing in the church, and everyone was there, and there was just everybody was smoking it without wanting it, and then they kept saying everybody like even the father was when came to uh, uh, to to the altar, he was laughing. He was giving such a good testimony or something. Everybody just laughing, and then later they found out that somebody, the kids there, they put marijuana in there. And I don't know if it's true or not, but they were. That's a funny video that I watched. I think in Facebook or somewhere. But yeah, that's one of the times that maybe it's good for church, for so people can go more often. Uh, I wish to be here. Are you Christian? Well, I am Christian, but I'm more, to be specific, I'm a Catholic. I was born and raised in that religion. My wife is also a Catholic, and yeah, we follow Christianism. Uh, I think it was true. Yeah, I've watched a few times here and there that video. Maybe it was, but maybe they're gonna have that thing more often, and so that people will come by to church. Um, I am Hindu, and I have how many men? That's 100,000. How do you remember 100,000 gods? I know that probably like one thing different from other Christians to Catholics is that they don't like us because we got so many saints. Uh, we probably got one saint in every corner. Right here in Philippines, in Mexico, same thing. Every uh, area has got their own saint, and they keep popping up more saints than than anything. And it's kind of like WrestleMania. You have paralysis left and right, good and bad. Because I mean, some of the ones that got in Mexico, I don't know if they really became saints, but Mexicans are already pushing them to be saints. So it's crazy. Uh, but I don't have same thing. I can't say anything of that because I do believe that God uses people in different ways, and maybe they do because to become a saint, I know the church needs to. They got a list. It's kind of like when you go to when you're gonna graduate, they ask you for certain requirements. It's the same thing to be a saint. You need to have certain requirements. So it's not like, oh, I want to be a saint. I'm going to study to be a saint. No, man. You need to do, I think, two miracles, proof of two miracles. So dead or alive, you need to pull up those good and make sure that they're recorded and there's enough proof. And it has happened. That's why we got so many. Um, I'm a saint already. Okay, Mister. I'm gonna call you Saint Tacos. uh, uh, I was I was joking the other day over here that maybe I should start my own church because there's it's kind of like in the U.S. Everybody's got a church over there. Uh, but in the U.S., it's totally different. I know that. I've seen it. I experienced it, and um, they. I don't want to say it, but it's it's yeah. There's good religions. There's good churches, but others not so much. And over here, I do see it that because over here you don't do it for the money, which is my point. That over there, and I think uh, you know, I don't like to judge the government for giving free taxes to the church, but imagine if they will tax the church in the U.S. Imagine how much money right now that they're trying to tax everything and everybody. Why not the church? But I guess they will crucify me for saying that. We have main three gods. Brahma creates, she protects, and Shiva destroys through all renewal. Together, they maintain the cycle of life in Hindu belief. Um, then, then the relatives. So is that a big family? Because if you say that they're the main ones, and then you have what? How many? I forgot. 100,000. That was a pretty big family, man. It sounds more like Filipino family than India. Well, India has got the same thing, right? You guys have big families, so they all went inside uh, um, the the list of gods. Like, you know, you're a relative, you're in. Uh, I know, man. It's that's the thing about religion. Man, one rule that I have here in the channel is I'm not supposed to talk about religion politics or football. I never really talk about football. Right now we're talking about religion. Now we're just missing politics and to screw it up, and people are gonna hate me for that because they're gonna say, "What? Are you making fun of my religion? Are you making fun of your own religion?" Because I know people are sensitive. So lately, they do. So that I wouldn't wanna talk about those things. Um, Taco says, I have a question. Not trying to be funny. How do you know when the new guys? Oh, tacos. I like it. Oh, hello, Roblox. Welcome, man. Welcome back. Long time no see. Well, let me tell you about. I'm gonna share. For if you don't know how in Catholicism we do it, the path goes. They have this what do you call it, department that they, if they got their churches in, let's say, Mexico, right? And then they have little churches in every state, and then there's a state which says, oh, we just, it depends on somebody holy, like, they were a saint. And then, somebody came and prayed to, sometimes alive, sometimes dead, and they said, and then it was a miracle. And then they sent the department from the Vatican, and then they search it. Oh, how was this person alive? And then they verify the miracles. And then once they say, I think they got to put up two miracles, or two or three. I'm not so sure, but you can check it. And then they come back to the Pope. Oh, it's true. Let's do it. We got a new saint. So that's how Catholicism does. I don't know about Hindus, so guys. Yeah, I know it was for him, but see, man, yeah, that's the thing that I don't want to touch the religion. I can make fun of my own religion because I'm a Catholic and I went to church since I was a kid. I went through all the processes, and I hope I don't get crucified for that. But I don't want to make fun of all the religions because maybe people are gonna get sensitive, and that's the thing. Um, I'm not trying to offend, since so many gods are the descendants. I thought the God family keeps going. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, we're already not in the topic, so yeah, man. Let's try not to make it fun. Let's see, because it's actually a good question. Do you guys have a list of 100,000, and does it grow or does it stay the same, or what? Um, because it's for me. Let me tell you, even though I'm Catholic, I used to go to other Christian churches, and for them they got this, they got that, and little differences than Catholics, and for me it wasn't a big deal. But if, like, for you, like Hindu, you guys have different beliefs, different things. Uh, uh, so how do you know, would you be able to, attend another religion, or how do you guys, you know, sorry my ignorance, because to be honest with you, I don't. Other than just Christianism, I have not touched any other type of religion, like gone to anywhere. Uh, so yeah, it's kind of different to find out what. My opinion is one, but it's an ignorant opinion. Um, uh, what am I to judge? Someone's looks, like someone's skills that are important. Taco says, how about the Raiders? Yeah, man, that's another issue with the Raiders. Uh, no, I just being funny. Mainly, there's three guys. Other guys is mains. humans they die and tedious are respected. Oh man, so it's kind of like Catholicism. You get people who that are saints. So that's what it is uh, for their godly behavior. Okay, so that's kind of basically the same that you guys do like Catholicism. You guys, if somebody human was, you know, had a good nature, and then I don't know if it's based like in with Catholics that we make sure that they perform a miracle, and then is this one is a saint. Um, Galileo, oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, like, thank you for explaining. No matter who you are, you're beautiful as you are. Yeah, I mean that's there are certain rules in the universe that mainly all religions apply. It doesn't take too much to be good with each other and to each other, and just we all know what's wrong and what's bad, so we should just stay away from doing wrong things and bad things to other people. And that's my can say my motto that you should focus on being happy as long as you don't hurt anybody else, and that should be everybody's business. And just be happy with your life. Don't mind what others are doing, and as long as they don't, hurt you or hurt anybody. Tacos rules are meant to be broken. uh, I don't know tacos. um, I, I I I believe in universal rules. You know, we all know, we all heard of karma. I believe in karma. If you do bad, you can expect something bad back to you. Uh, yeah, Hail Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sins now and at the time of thy. Yeah, man, it's simple, but usually men make it complicated. We try to uh, impose our own beliefs onto others, and that's where, if you study history, that's where we've been grown. We always try to, instead of understanding each other, we always are hurting each other. What is your favorite Philippine food? Ah, man, that's an easy one. Thank you for the easy question, man. Let's switch it to food because I love food. I love eating food. And let me tell you my favorite dish right now. It's called pork chop. Uh, it wasn't before, but now, oh man, my wife, she knows that the pork chop is my favorite, and especially the way they cook it here. Not everywhere, but I have this restaurant here in where I live that um, a chicharron. Yeah, I like chicharron, man, but for me is my special dish, Filipino dish, is pork chop, and the way they do it. So I think it's I don't know if it's deep fried, but it's not deep fried. I think it's roasted, or grill, and then they put this uh, fried egg on top, and then on top of the fried egg they pour gravy on it, and then your side of rice, and then on your other side, actually in this restaurant they give you more gravy, um, and then I love the I this is something a new taste for me that I wasn't used to it, and now I'm loving it. Even today I just had it. They do soy sauce, and they put what I believe is vinegar, and it was Kali who told me that they also put, because I think there's a third ingredient on it, but I thought it was just soy sauce with vinegar, but it's not. They add um, a little bit of lemon or limoncito, but I love that things, and with chicken and with that pork chop, oh man, it's so delicious. I love that, and that's my favorite Filipino dish right now. Uh, this is I never eat a Filipino dish. Um, Apan, is there any Filipino restaurants over there in India or not at all? Yeah, I don't do bad things. Don't smoke weed. Uh, the, the lie people, etc., etc. Uh, yeah, tacos. I know you're a good guy, man. What is the spelling of that dish? I want to try it. Pork chop, man. It's just pork chop. I don't know what they call it, but it's just when I go there, I only ask for the pork chop, and they know it. And tacos when you come over here, because I know your wife is from here, um, and I know you if when you're traveling. Let me tell you where it is. Um, so you're coming from Cebu City, right? And because you need, if you're gonna go to Balamam, you go through Toledo. So when you arrive in Toledo, you know how the highway splits. Well, to the left, to the right. Just before that, there's on the left side. There's that little restaurant. It's called Tatings, and if Filipinos are local Filipinos are hearing me, they probably know it, but I like it, and the thing that I like about that little place is that it's sadly, but lucky for me, it's kind of empty. But I love the food, and the prices are for me are it's affordable, and I love it. I love eating there. But it's kind of far from here right now, so we don't go so often. Um, uh, they call lechon bags strap. Yeah, I mean, I need to try that one too, tacos, because my wife did it before I arrived, and I have not tried that one yet. As God says, if you should love your enemies, because deep down your enemies love you too. And Roblox, that usually the issue that people don't notice. Sometimes people, when they hate each other, they have so many things in common that, and that's the thing that they should sometimes they should look into their own persona to find why they don't like that person. Because I experienced it before. Like sometimes people don't do nothing to you, and you just don't like them. And then, but then the more you know them, it's because you got something in common with those people. And it's only you sometimes hating yourself that you see that person, and then it's like a mirror. And then actually, there's a good Mexican book on that topic. That's where I learned that sometimes the people you don't like is usually because you ended up having the same thing as that person, and then once you take away that mirror and then explain it, like if you see something that you don't like on somebody, it's probably because you have it, you carry it, you the problem is you, it's not the other person, it's you. So you should think about, hey, why I don't like this person. Maybe it's you, maybe it's you the one who's got the problem, but you don't want to see it. It's easy for you to see in other people but not yourself. um, I am allergic to lechon. um, Roblox, um, is it just lechon or pork meat in general? Pan, no bro. Uh, that's a lie. I love Pakistan, but Pakistan don't love me. I know, man. Right now, I know you guys. Right now, that's another thing. See, that's the thing that I told you. Like, uh, but I'm not from there, so I don't know. I cannot judge you. I know the dispute right now between Pakistan and India is for that little piece of strip of land, and look at what's happening in Israel. If you know history, if you know the hatred is so deep right now, and and it's sad because it's supposed to be holy place for both sides. That's the sad part. Um, I don't know. That doesn't mean that you should forgive them. I know love always comes by you, but you need patience. There was a snow brother sending missiles to us. Um, well, it's the same thing, man. Like, if I ask a Pakistani, they're gonna say the same thing that you guys are shooting at them. So it's a mutual problem. Rebels forgive their sins still. If you don't, they don't forgive your. Yeah, I dislike my food and then I destroy tacos. Rose says, "Are you seen the Lord forgive the ones who nail him on that cross? Forgive the ones who hated him." He asked the Lord of them forgiveness. He said, "Forgive them." And see, for Christianism, um, that's their, Jesus is our, main example and how we should live. And we have not done it. Let's be honest. We have not done it. We impose Christianism in most of the world, and that's the truth. And right now, that is on the past. We still are hating. We are hating. Let's be honest with that. We're still hating not whole countries, but invading certain parts of people in our communities and in our society. And then we're like, no, we don't love you because you do this, and it's unholy, it's unworthy. I don't, if you know what I mean, you probably know what I mean. Robert says, God is a king of kings. Yes, man, that's for certain, and it should be for everybody. Because whether you, what I think, what I believe is, if you are different religion, we all just have the same God, but we just calling it differently. And most religions they're focusing on what should be good for people. So if we all believe in the same thing, why is it so difficult to understand each other? And I don't know, man. I told you we shouldn't be talking about religion. You guys go back. Uh, anyways, uh, we lost almost the 1 hour in talking about religion, football. My friend here wanted to talk about Pakistan and India, the conflict, and that's a little bit of politics. But I was reading that that dispute, it's only how come it's only during elections. Do you notice that? um, why can the world find people like China can share with the Philippines or just connect each other to be friends? Man, don't get me started with China. Oh man, Roblox. Oh, man, no. Only because my wife uh, is sleeping, but she will say something that I'm not gonna say it. China will never share. We should pray together. Yeah, man. Um, I remember there was a reunion. I think it was. Oh yeah, it was after 9/11 in the U.S. that many religions came together. From even how Christians, Catholics, and other they're not so well. And then after 9/11, they tried the special because of 9/11, they were um, hating on the Muslim community, and they tried to promote uh, you know kindness, and they were getting together for prayers. Back then, that was a nice thing to do because, especially in the U.S., it was needed. Uh, and I guess I forgot because I have not seen it ever since. You will never know who cares about you. um, I am going to call North Korea. Oh man. Okay, let's bash North Korea because North Korea is easy to bash on. You know, North Korea, but I'm also afraid of North Koreans. It's kind of like that movie. I don't know, Tacos. Do you remember? What was the name called? That movie from Sony that they were gonna. I forgot that. But in the movie, they supposedly were killing the leader of Korea, and then the Koreans hacked Sony and they stole the movie and they released it online, so it was free before even the release of the movie. But it was such a bad movie that they didn't even care. What was the name of that movie? I totally forget. Um, but yeah, it was a funny thing that I don't want to be hacked by Korea if I say something bad. Uh, Nobody knows what kind of weapon has in Korea. I think they have aliens. Um, I don't think so, man. If North Korea had, let me tell you, everybody watched or everybody heard of what happened. What is it, like 2 months ago or last month when they were uh, put out this new ship? It wasn't that big. It was just a destroyer or something. And then even the leader was there, and they were celebrating the big. And it was just one ship. Like, come on, everyone was laughing about it. Like, one ship is not gonna make a difference in the world. And then the ship ended up going on the side, and then people were afraid. Like, oh man, we just messed up. And yeah, the leader was mad, and they probably that guy never worked in North Korea again. Um, but it was funny, and so I don't think North Korea's got the alien technology. Because if they had, the ship wouldn't be sinking on the side. Uh, China thinks they're superior, so they think they can just steal. And why can't we just share? Sharing is caring. When we'll learn. Roblox, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Uh, you're alien. Yeah, I kind of have a big head for alien. Sometimes I do think I'm an alien, but no, man, I'm not an alien. I wish I could have a ship out of here already, but no, spooky. Um, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, search tacos. It happened. If China shares with you, you need to work. Oh, man, you guys make me laugh when you comment because um, I do enjoy those things from China. You know those displays. Oh man, they're so the choreography on those from soldiers to those things that they do so straight. Like, oh man, they're really good at it. All because the beaches just beaches. Is that the truth? That's not the issue, man. That's the I don't want to get in trouble for speaking about China right now. And uh, that's the thing about governments like China. And right now, it's happening that they're expanding, and that's what it is. They're expanding, and they believe, and they want to believe that they're the same thing. We go back to what we're talking about. That you want to impose your beliefs onto others, which you shouldn't. And right now, you need to respect whatever people or piece of land, like right now is happening here in the Philippines. They are, everybody in the world already agree. That's the thing about the United States that is sad. That they created. uh, the UN for that, and it's not working, it's not helping, it's not doing anything. They already, I mean, it's a place where that you should respect the word of the world, because the world is there. Everybody's got representatives, and they're saying and they're voting for whatever problem in the world is happening, and they already agree that this thing is Philippines, and this is Filipino from the land to the ocean, and China is not respecting it. Look at Russia. Uh, there's so many problems all over the place that we seem not to learn from the past. Um, This is gonna go around. China is trying to hack me. I want to put that right. Tacos, thank you, man, for joining us. Tacos, I'm gonna send you later, maybe tomorrow, or oh no, not tomorrow, man. I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. I'm gonna be busy, but I'm gonna send you those estimates. And I'm gonna do the same to Kali. I don't know if he's online or not, but we'll talk about that later. We'll do it in WhatsApp. China literally has the most advanced items right now. Now there is a problem in there. Well, I cannot deny that China has grown a lot, and it's scary. It's kind of scary. Uh, don't worry, brother. I will call a hack from Russia. um, the hackers, they're all over the place, and they're good hackers. It's, let's talk about what is happening in the U.S. right now. And I know it because I have people who mention it to me, and I've seen it, and it's a big problem that they don't want to realize. And it's not even mainstream right now. The systems, in not just little companies, little uh, uh, governments, states, cities. I heard of a school district. They got hacked, and it is happening uh, lately so often that hackers all over the world, from the known ones, Russia, Korea, India, Pakistan, and some other places in Africa that they're stealing their information. Oh, I remember this one was the only one that made it the news last year. They hacked the hotels and the casinos in Las Vegas, and their systems are so vulnerable to it because they never expected that online they could be hacked from across the world, and they will be asking for ransom. And that is the thing that is they're keeping quiet, that they're paying all this money to hackers. And come on, man! I remember, yeah, last year was that they were showing the videos that everything was going crazy in those casinos, from elevators to the machines going offline, and then casinos trying to say, "Oh no, our machines are not connected to the internet. How come they're down? How come they're not working?" It was funny, and and it's right now it's one of the best careers that you can, if you're in the U.S., you can start being a security expert, and because cyber security into cybersecurity right now is very required in the U.S. right now. He says, "Was I ever heard of your boyfriend? I don't know, Rupert or something." uh, I don't know, Rupert, man. He has not shown up online lately. I am a hacker, and I'm going to hack your bank account. Oh man, Apan, go for it, man. But once you see it, I hope you don't cry, because you're gonna find so sad numbers in there. And if you're too kind, please just add some of it. um, who is your Rupert anyway? Um, Rupert is a guy who was here. He was and I before I met Kali, you're not here, but I know you're listening, man. We still working on those numbers. I'm gonna send it to you in tacos, and we still working on the plan for a project. We're we're finding out prices and all those things that we talked about yesterday, um, and hopefully we get more people into it. I already got some people, and you guys, and it's a good thing that we're making it ahead of time, just for Christmas. So, uh, but tomorrow, remember I told you I was gonna go to Cebu City. So we're gonna be busy tomorrow, but either Friday or Saturday we'll be able to finish those numbers. No, man, how you reach Mexico to Philippines, brother? For love? Yes, man. That's for that. That was the reason. I'm not here. Roblox. Are you sure you're not Rupert? Because you sound a lot like him, but I don't know. You guys have so many ninja accounts, and but it's okay. As long as you guys come in and talk to me, I'm fine. Because sometimes when I don't have anybody to talk to, it's a boring chat. But it's nice to read them. Like tonight, you guys uh, made it fun. um, love found him, but love didn't find you. What do you mean, man? Because my wife is right here. She, that's why I'm still here. I got married here, and because I knew I was gonna marry her. She knew, and that's what happened. We've been married, and we are happily married here. We got plans and things to do, and that's how you should just, carry yourself. Uh, so your family are living in Mexico now. Japan, no, my family actually they're in the U.S. My siblings, my parents are in the U.S. I was in the U.S. before coming here, but I am Mexican. I was born and raised in Mexico. Then I was brought to the U.S. When I was only 15 years old, and then I studied there. I went to high school, college, and most of my life, adult life, was in the U.S. And then before coming here, I just stepped into Mexico and came back here. And I've been here for the last 6 months. Uh, bro, check my accounts. See, it's not me. uh, Upon my, well, check like right now on your screen. Push it all the way to the beginning of the live, and then you're gonna see her there in the first few minutes because right now she fell asleep. If you check and if you check my videos, she's there all over the place. Um, here's a taco and avocado. You guys are funny. Uh, this is okay, okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I came here to the Philippines to marry my wife, and we're happily here. Uh, but maybe one day we'll go to Mexico to visit and my family to meet her because yeah, they know her in video calls and that, but not in person. Roblox. Uh, Her Rupert's account got banned. I just checked. Are you sure you're not Rupert, man? Um, what did you do? Why your account got banned? Oh shit. Guys, my phone it's only 10% left on battery, so I only have like probably like some other 20 minutes. So before my phone dies, in case it dies, because it only lets me know when it's 10%, and after that it's just dead. Um, But I'm gonna stay a little bit longer because of copyright. Man, you don't get banned for copyright. Uh, you get only like strikes, and even when you're monetized, they tell you, "Oh, your video is copyrighted. You need to put it down, or just not gonna count towards payment." But they don't get you banned unless you did something else. Um, says Hollywood movies are seeing Mexicans streets are very violent. How was it actually? Um, I cannot tell you the truth, man. I cannot say because, like I told you, I was a kid when I left. I was only 15. I was already. I was um, going to school. I didn't have a job, but I was helping my mom do a little bit of work here and there, and so I know, but that was many years ago. And Mexico right now is so different. Even for me, that I'm Mexican, I only go by probably by the same things that you watch, but maybe I do watch a little bit closer because it's my country. And from the things that my relatives are in Mexico, they tell me how is it, and but still, I cannot give my opinion about it because unless you're living there or you've been there, probably you will have a better opinion on it. And to be honest with you, I don't. I cannot say is this like this, like that. Yeah, I've seen the same things that you have watched. Uh, the movies don't go by the movies because movies will exaggerate things. News, same things. The news are gonna focus on the things that are going wrong. And same thing, like over here, if you watch the news in the Philippines, oh, you're gonna see accidents or this and that. But I'm here, I'm living here. I feel so peaceful and safe and this and that, and I love it here. And I cannot speak wrong on the Philippines. Same thing, I cannot speak wrong on the Mexico. I can do speak wrong the U.S. because I was living there. I can tell you, I feel much safer. Like I was keep saying, I feel much safer here in the Philippines than in the U.S. It's hard to believe, but yeah, it's just blindfold that they put on over there that you are safe. And tell me, for many reasons, I can tell you, it's not as safe as they make you believe. Um, Yeah, maybe some places, many places, but to be honest with you, you need to have money to live in a nice place. Over here, you don't. Like where I'm from, where I'm here, sitting right now, you don't need a lot of money to live here, and I'm living in peace, and I live safely, and and over there, no. Where I was living, I feel unsafe every weekend. Even in the mornings, walking out or going to work, there's so many accidents, so many things, many crazy people. I was watching yesterday, but I cannot generalize because of an accident. I was watching, and my wife saw it, and I tell her, look at this. I watched a video of a kid who got shot because he was playing Ding Dong Ditch. And I told my wife when I was a kid, when I got to the U.S., my cousins, they told me, let's go do Ding Dong Ditch. What is that? I didn't know I was Mexican, Mexican kid. And it was a fun thing, that innocent thing that as a kid you go and click on the bell ring of the house and you just ditch, you run and people will go outside and, hey, who's that? Some innocent little prank the kids used to do. Right now, they're gonna watch that and they say, "Oh, we cannot do that anymore because you're afraid of somebody." And it was a kid; it was an 11-year-old kid that got shot, and those are the things that make you think like people are crazy. um, well, yeah, man, it's a crazy world. Uh, Let me check my battery, guys, because I don't want to go out and not finish the live. And then sadly my charger is all the way over there. I will have to move my phone. Um, but yeah, man, it's almost 1:30. I know that Japan left and Roblox left. I don't know. We only got one viewer. Kali, is that you, man? You're always the last one to leave. Uh, but anyway, thank you for whoever is still online and whoever watches this. Uh, but I'm gonna end it before my battery dies. But we'll come back hopefully tomorrow. I don't know yet. We got some traveling to do, and hopefully we got enough time to come back on time for the live. But if not, we'll be back Friday for sure. Thank you guys, and I will see you again. Good night.